Hello everybody, and we're back with the alphabetti spaghetti challenge, and there's a hell of a lot to go through really. To the first day of the season, I did a cup game previously, but it's the first game of the actual league season. So yeah, we're just going to run through a lot of things because there's a lot of things been going on. I don't know if I've already showed you already, but I think I have when it loads eventually, because my laptop is seriously taking its time today. Come on, game. Are you going to work? There we go. In the end, yes, I am studying for my Continental B license, as you can see there. So that is going very well at the moment. Finances wise for the club, we're doing reasonably well also. Why is it so laggy, man? We have £1.5 million in transfer budget. We still got a few K left on the wage budget. I have signed a lot of people, one of which a lot of people will recognise and will be quite surprising in the Austrian league. So that is a nice surprise for you. As you can see, 868,000 still left in the bank. If you're saying I had nearly 2 million there before, well, there is a reason for this. We're going to the club vision side of things. When it loads, come on, game. Are you going to do it? Oh my days, man. Eventually, there we go. This is the club vision side of things. Obviously, as you can see on the training facilities improvement completed. We have improved the youth recruitment. Some performances allowed, increases of it. There's some scouts and stuff being allowed. But as you can see there, improvement of training facilities, which will be completed on the 12th of the 11th, 2026. So, yes, we are going ahead with that. And we will make our training facilities better and hopefully develop some better players into the club. That is the next thing. So, we are going to go into the transfer side of things, which we have made a lot of ins and some outs. And as you can see, we are still. I think this is just youth players, really. He was a trial, didn't want to come here. So we're going to the transfer history. Don't know if I signed anyone towards the end of last season. 31st of the search. Okay, so I think I signed Marko Bozic on the 11th of the 6th, 2026. So I will look into this guy for you guys. So this is Marko Bozic. He's a backup striker, 28 years old, can play left and right wing as well. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. He came from FC Mauerwerk, which is in the non-leagues, but he has played in this division before in the past. Did I sell anybody else here? 26th of the 6th and 10th of the 8th, yeah. Alati went there, Muller went there. That's about it, really. We did get rid of a lot of players. I'll do the outs first. So Bernard Henning went. These are just bit part players which weren't good enough anymore and wanted to leave. Julian Glasner, Robert Benken, Mikhail Kalini, Alexander Newpert, Sam Schuster, Marcus Nowotny, Jakov Josic, Andrei Eric Tatzer, and then a loaned out a youngster who we brought in who's actually doesn't look too bad. He is 2-star current ability. I think he is 4-star potential, but we have stuck him on loan to FC Wells in the non-league. 3.5-star potential. That's somebody that my director of football brought in for us as a youth player. I've also loaned out Pius Graber on top of that and Sebastian Bauer because I was trying to sell them. They didn't want to leave. The contracts are up at the end of the season and they're both not good enough. So here's some of the players we brought in. This is Tobias Kremer. I think he is a youngster, 20-year-old, right midfielder, Austrian. He's 1.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. He's in the second team at the minute. The director of football signed him. He is from Annabicler SV. Then the next person in is Nicolas Depere. He's a 19-year-old attacking left winger, wing back left, and a left back. 1.5-star current ability, 2.5-star potential ability. He was also brought in by the director of football as a youngster. He was from TSV Hartberg, who are in the Premier Division. Then we brought in Taziano Clamale, who is a 2-star current ability, 4-star potential ability, attacking left midfielder, 22-year-old Austrian. He came in from WSC Hertha. I don't know if I signed him or the director of football signed him. Then we signed Timo Frederic, who can play right back and left back, 28-year-old Austrian, 3-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. You came in from Kappenberger SV. I think he's coming as one of the best right backs at the club. Then we signed in Elvin Ibrizvimovic, who is a 27-year-old Austrian striker, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He came in from SKU Amstetten. We signed Daniel Scharner, who is a 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, 29-year-old centre midfielder, who he came in from Grazia AK 1902. Then we brought in Leon Grube. He is a 24-year-old Austrian centre-back, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He came in from SK Sturmgras 2. And then we're down to some other players. As you can see, we signed a hell of a lot of players. We signed Lorenz Leodolter, who is a right winger / striker, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, 22-year-old Austrian. He came in from SC Juniors 00. And then we signed Frank Fritz. He was on loan to us last season. He was a good player for us. He was the top goal scorer for us last year. We have signed him. I did want to bring him in, and he wasn't signing a contract. In the end, he did. He is at us now. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, 21-year-old Austrian, left winger and striker. He came from SK Sturmgras 2. He was on loan, and then he came in permanently. And then we signed Josim Piler. That's someone that the youth director of football signed. He is a 20-year-old Austrian left back who can also play centre back. 1.5-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. He is from ASKO Ode. And then we signed in Mohamed Kanate. He is a 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, centre back, 23-year-old Malian. He came in from SC Blauwibslinz. He did play a lot of football here, and as you can see, this is the player that I was talking about. Harry Arter, ancient, can do some good tutoring, hopefully. So that's why I brought him in also. So he's a 36-year-old Irish centre midfielder, ex-Bournemouth player, 3-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. It's nice to have some home blood. Everything does. Let's see how he did. He was at Bournemouth. He went to Nottingham Forest in the end. He carried on at Nottingham Forest, then went to Blackburn, and now he's at us at 36 years old. He's just more of a backup, and he was nice to sign someone. There was also Andre Gray, but he couldn't sign for us, and there was Rashid Bazal, who's a right winger, but he wanted like $6,000 a week, so there's no chance I was playing it. This is another centre back, Phoenix Missy, 26-year-old Cameroonian, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He came in from Grazia AK 1902. And then you've got Christian Goff, who was at us last season. He played mainly on the right side of things, so he's a right midfielder / striker. Austrian, 21 years old, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He also came in from SK Sturmgras 2. And then you have Matteo Caveza, who is a 29-year-old Austrian centre midfielder who can also play defensive mid and centre back. And he is 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, and he came in from SC Nodol CC. We used to play for Grazia AK 1902 as well. Then we brought in Marcus Benelolken. I think that's somebody that the director of football brought in. He is 1.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, left winger striker. He came in from WSC Hertha. And then we signed Alexander Jopic, which really annoyed me because it did say he was a 3.5-star left back, so he would have been the best left back at the squad. But then when I signed him, he's only 2.5 stars, so that was the scouts messing up. So he's a 31-year-old Austrian left back, 2.5-star current ability, 2.5-star potential ability. He came in from SV Sripfing/Warden. That's why I recognised him. He's one of our old players at one of our old clubs, so it is actually nice to get him back in. And then the director of football sorted out this deal was Jan Mergast, 22-year-old Slovakian centre midfielder, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He is in at centre midfield on loan from ASK St. Polten. So that is all the transfers done for the time being. Obviously, today in this episode, we will be doing the first game of the season. We did play one game already in the Austrian FA Cup first round against Bad Gletchenberg. We won 2-0. The goals are scored by Christian Goff and Lawrence Leo Dolter. So we will be playing the first game today in the first game of the season against SV Horn. On the Bosnia side of things, I will just quickly touch on that really. The Bosnia side of things, when it loads. Come on, game. The Bosnia side of things, when we're going into it, the next competition, if I can go on to schedule Bosnia, the next competition is obviously the European League Division Group C, Group 1. We've got Lithuania, Armenia, and Luxembourg. I think we will do okay in this, fingers crossed. As you can see, we've got hammered in friendlies, though. That's in September, October, and November, so it's not really a major tournament. What I may do is I may show you the last 2 games of the tournament if we end up staying in it. And then I might show you if we end up staying in it, like the semi-final, final, or whatever else, if that ends up as that. So I will show you those 2 games, probably against Lithuania and Luxembourg, which isn't till November-ish time. So mainly this season, I am going to mainly focus on the FC Marchfield Donauauen save. What I haven't done is I haven't showed you the season preview. Obviously, I think the expectations is to avoid relegation, which is fair enough, and reach the second round of the cup. So if we go on to the season preview, I guarantee we won't have any of the players in the first team 11 and the star players. If we scroll down, probably our best player is probably somewhere near the bottom, I'm guessing. Let's see, Ross Kapov and Simon Nelson. So 2 of our best players are a goalkeeper and centre back. So that's not great. So obviously we are predicted to come 11th, to relegated as 16th. And 15th, I think. I think the last 3 teams get relegated. Obviously, one of the promotion teams that's in there. They're one of the relegation teams is there. The top 2 teams in the league, SK Wacker Innsbruck and TSV Hart something. What are they called? TSV Hartberg. I'm not going to try and say that first name. A lot of TSV Hartberg players. There's an FCR Salzburg player in there. So they look like they're going to probably do well this season. Innsbruck player in there. Another one in there. Austria Lustenau, there's a player in there. Christian Fischer. These are some good youngsters there. And then there's, okay. There's a few good youngsters there, to be honest. I have got 1 million in the bank, so I do use an attacking midfielder, and I do need an attacking midfielder, so let's get a scouting on him. And then, go from there. I didn't even look at the Dream Team 11. It would be nice to sign a decent 17-year-old attacking midfielder if I can. Because, as you can see, I've got like 1.6 million in the bank, and if I can spend that on one player who's a 17-year-old and can become a superstar and spend pennies on him, then that's great. So, we are going to play the first game against SC Horn today. Get into things. That's a bit strange. 10:30 in the morning this game's at. Bright and early for everybody. I am going to do that, because why not? I'll put Jan Margas in for his debut. So, this is going to be the team for this game, I think. I will probably sort out the bench quickly, because I probably will not have a winger on the bench of some sort. What I am going to do is I'm going to turn the unavailable thing on like I usually do, so I don't have to pick anybody that I don't want to be in the team. I am trying to loan some players out. I'm trying to loan out Marquetta, one of the centre-backs. The same with Bangdora. I was trying to sell him or loan him, but nobody wants him at the moment. There is a few players that I probably would get rid of. I signed Clayman Seafred onto a new contract because he's got really good potential. But with signing Fritz and Goth, then Fritz is probably going to make that position his own. I have got 2 wingers on the bench. The bench looks reasonably good, to be fair. I will keep the goalkeeper on the bench. The only thing what I might do actually, I'll take the goalkeeper off the bench and put a right back on the bench. I've got a winger. He can play left wing. He can play right wing and left wing. He can play up front. There's two centre mids on the bench. That's fine with me. So yeah, that's everything there. So the team for this game is Roskopov in net, Bashega, Nelson, Kanate, and Federico across the back line. Murgas and Kavazea in the midfield. Opong at attack and mid. Fritz and Leah Dolter on the wings, and then Goff up front. We are still playing with the wing play mentality with a few added things into it and playing on positive. So we will get into things against SV Horn. I am playing this formation because towards the end of the season when we changed to this, against the better teams we didn't play too great, but against the teams who were around about our level we were beaten with this formation or drawing. So hopefully we have improved the squad slightly. So with improving the squad slightly, then we should hopefully, theoretically, do better. My main goal is just to avoid relegation again because I don't think the team's good enough to stay up. Well, I don't think the team's good enough to go up. I mean, not stay up. I don't think it's good enough to go up. I think we have improved the team. We've also signing those players back in because Goff did play okay for us last season. Fritz had a really good season, but he's playing on the left wing instead of up front. We signed a really good right winger. We signed a good centre back, and he's pairing up with Nelson, who had a good year last year. We signed a new right back in. Pashega's not really great, but he's okay. Rusek, Roskopov's great in net. I couldn't find anyone better than him. The only place that I would like to improve is attacking midfield at the moment, to be honest. Mentor's on the ball for them. He's making the run. Great save by Roskopov again. So the only place that I would like to improve is attacking midfield. Everything else I am actually reasonably happy with, to be honest. But obviously Apong can do a good job there. He did well last year. He's playing more on the wing and in that attacking midfield spot, and we've given away a penalty, which is great. Gavessa handled the ball. You're a centre midfielder, not a goalkeeper, mate. Rusek with it. They've scored a penalty, which isn't great. Marcus Rusek, keeper dived the wrong way. It's okay. It's a penalty. There's not much you can do about it. Well, there is. Conveyance to you're not goalkeeper, mate. Roskopov is. So yeah, we'll carry on. I'm going to try and encourage the lad, see if that works. Roskopov is playing the best on the field at the minute, which isn't very good. So yeah, Goff is a little bit hit and miss. Fritz is okay, but he's not playing great. This is the problem we had last year in the factor of where we were playing well, but we weren't scoring many goals, but then we weren't conceding many goals, and then we just didn't really do anything. And then it was hard to find our feet until our players started gelling, and then they started gelling, and then we were doing okay. So yeah, we are going attacking. I demanded more, and that didn't please anybody. So this is fantastic. I don't know where SV Horn are in the season preview of things, but I don't think they are a very good team. And it was literally that first highlight. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. Say that, try and get them motivated, see if they can do something in the second half. If no one's done anything by 65, Fritz is having a shot. There's just nobody playing out stand out. That's the problem. I'm going to try and encourage the lads again, see if that does anything, but it just looks like nothing is happening in the second half at the moment. The whole team is playing diabolical, which this is a great... There's literally been a penalty highlight, and that is it at the moment. Oh, no, Friedrich's on the ball to Leah Dolter. Goff's nipped in at the front post. That came out of nowhere, so it's 1-1 now. That long throw to Leah Dolter, and then the head one was great. Great head on. Goff's run in there and smashed it the back of the net. Lovely to see. 1-1 now, I'll take that at the moment. Fritz isn't having a great game. They got a free kick, so this is probably going to go in as well, knowing my luck. Patinel with a free kick. Yeah, that's gone in as well. 2 set pieces at the moment. While they're winning. Professor handballed it, and Pertinel scored a free kick. Fantastic. Love to see it. The first substitution I'm going to make is Gavessa because he's on a yellow card and he's playing rubbish. So Daniel Sharnik can come on, and then Fritz can come off because he's playing terrible. Ibrahimovic can come on, and then Friedrich's playing terrible, so I'm going to put Salfena on. And then I don't really know what to do, to be honest, because there's not much Chelsea can do. And then Shana decides to get injured, so now we're down to 10 men, which is fantastic. Can Opong play centre midfield? That is the question. No, he can only play attacker midfield. So it looks like he's going to be changing to there. Can you go in there, please? Can you do what I'm trying to... My God, there! Thank you. What he won't say is that. What I'll do, Mars, is I'll do him as a deep lane playmaker on defend. And then, yeah, let's go with that. Sean is injured. There's not much I can do about it. So that's a good start to the season. One of my centre midfielders being injured straight off the bat. Now we're down to 10 men for the last 20 minutes. And we're giving them another bloody free kick. But this one's going in as well. Are you kidding me in this game? 3 set pieces. Wow, we've lost the game. 3 set pieces. The team's been terrible as well. I hope it's not going to be one of these seasons again. Leodota, Salfena, Canote. See, we're playing. He was offside, but we do play all right football. But the only problem is it gets frustrating because I really don't know what to do sometimes with this team. I change formation up. I'm just going to stick with it and see how we do. We did all right last season, and then we had a good end to the season. The team's still gelling. I can't think too much into it. We were terrible. They were the better team. So, yeah, the better team won, really. No, I'm going to say I'm not happy with your performance, because I'm not. Well, we need to work on defending set pieces on the training ground, really, then, don't we? Where are SV Horn in the season preview side of things? Because I know we're meant to be in a relegation battle, basically. Because I guarantee you, we're probably... See, how long's he injured? 4 to 5 months. Great. 4 to 8 months, so he's out for 4 months. Fantastic. Right, where am I on this side of things? I wanted to go on to the league table quickly. Maybe not quickly because it's lagging. And I just wanted to see a season preview and see where SV Horn are. Yeah, SV Horn are top 5, so they're more of the playoff picture. So yeah, fair enough if we lost to them, to be honest. Okay, so it's from 14th to 16th, and we're meant to finish 11th, so we're meant to be in a relegation battle, basically. There's only one team that gets promoted from this league, but there isn't a playoff, so that's a bit mad. But yeah, SV Horn are meant to be in the top 5, so it's fair enough we lost to them, to be honest. Who are the teams meant to be around us? That's the difference. That's what we want to look at. So, Pizanagu, Oath, some of the teams that got promoted, Leferingen, Rapid Vienna, Kappenvenberger and Verwarts, and Amstatten. So they're the teams who will probably be beating. Anybody up this end we probably wouldn't beat. Saying that, we beat Blauwens a couple of times last season. So yeah, stages, structure, yeah, that's about it really. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go quickly onto the schedule side of things. What we'll do is we'll probably play quite a few games ahead. Maybe get to... I'll tell you what, I'll come back for the FC Wacker Innsbruck game and the SC Liefering game, because that's what the best team in the league and the worst team in the league, I think it is. We'll go on a season preview. SC Wacker Innsbruck are up there, I think. Yeah, second best team in the league and the second to bottom best team in the league. So that's what we'll do. We'll come back for the SC Liefering and FC Wacker Innsbruck game, November-ish time. These 2 games here. And that may be around about the same time as when the last 2 games of the tournament are in the European International Divisions Cup thing with Bosnia. So we'll come back for these 2 games, and then we'll probably do an episode about Bosnia for the last 2 games and show you how we're doing with them and a catch up. So yeah, that's everything. So thank you very much for watching and goodbye.